Hi, I'm Pattu from freefincal, and let's talk about how to find out if we can afford that latest model phone or a bike or a car. Now, this was a question asked in a thread that I started. I asked in Facebook group Asan Ideas of Wealth that I'm going to talk to college students, final year students who are just about to start their careers, and please let me know the kind of questions that they would have. And two people, Pratik Jain and Indrajit Kamath, had asked, how do we find out if I can afford to buy uh, these things, phone, car, or bike? So let's discuss this. If there's any logical way to decide. So I'll be sharing some slides from the upcoming talk. I will tape the full talk at a later point in time. I also have to tape the World Bank talk that I gave. I will do that as well. Before we begin, a quick announcement. I've been thinking a lot about Tamil videos, and I've been wanting to do more Tamil videos, and I thought about whether to have a separate YouTube channel for it. But I have decided against that. I will be posting Tamil videos hopefully a little more frequently from now on in the same channel. But the Tamil videos will be posted, I will schedule them such that they are posted around 6 a.m. in the morning. And as usual, the English videos, and if at a later date I'm able to do some Hindi videos, they will be posted as usual around 7 p.m. Like it is being done now. So from the notification time and of course from the language, you should be able to distinguish whether it's a Tamil video or Hindi video. I hope this arrangement will not inconvenience non-Tamil speaking audiences, and I hope it will only help people, Tamil speaking people anyway. So the idea is that I want Tamil speakers who have never seen my English videos to watch them as well, and also it's easier for me to manage a single channel because I already have to manage my Facebook account, Twitter account, WordPress website, and so on. Then I have to look at my email. It's a lot to manage, and I don't want to have two separate channels. It will mess up my notifications, and I'll forget it. Already, I'm not able to answer every YouTube comment. So I hope that's okay, and God willing, I'll be able to start the process of publishing more Tamil videos from tomorrow. And let's get back to this topic. So these are slides that I made for the college kids, so this may be too basic for some of you. So let me define take-home pay as the monthly salary, the minus, that is the monthly salary on paper, minus the tax that you have to pay, minus the pension fund contribution, either it is EPF or NPS, and miscellaneous deductions that are dependent on your employment. So from this take-home pay, so if you're just about to start a job, for the first 6 months after you start earning, from that take-home pay, take 30% and put it in a bank account. This will be your emergency fund. Do it for 6 months. This will be your emergency fund. In case your car breaks down, bike breaks down, washing machine breaks down, TV breaks down, you can use this emergency fund to replace it. For the rest of the 70%, just enjoy it. You started earning for the first time in your life. Of course, if you have an education loan or if you're living alone, then you have to enjoy less. But don't touch that 30%. Let it go to a separate bank account, and buy gifts for your siblings, for your parents. Take them out on holidays. Just enjoy. Don't worry too much about anything else. After 6 months, what you can do is reduce the amount that goes to another bank account to 10%. So the emergency fund contributions will be reduced to 10%, and then you can. If you have a holidays planned, or if you want to buy a new smartphone or something like that, you can save for short-term needs up to 30%. And let us say X is your pension contribution. Remember, the pension contribution has already been deducted. This is your take-home pay after that deduction. 2 times the pension contribution. Let's say your EPF contribution is let's say 10,000 rupees. Then 2 times that, 20,000 or 20%. I have decided. I have indicated it as 20%. It need not be 20% in your take-home pay. but at least 2 times the pension contribution, invest it in the stock market. So invest it via mutual funds or direct equity, however, but let's talk about that later. Or I have past videos on how you can choose your first mutual fund and so on. That's not so important. So 20% is minimum. You can make it more, and this 40% you can enjoy or spend or whatever. Do this last. Keep set this in order, and then for the rest you can spend, invest, whatever you or enjoy, whatever you want to do. This is only a of course, this is not directly relevant to the question in the video, but this is just a very broad pie chart that I have in mind. Once this is in place, once you have a system in place, and we will call this as 20%. The reason I need to answer the title question, I need this 20%. Let's call this 20% contribution. Let's just, of course, like I said, I've just arbitrarily taken as 20%. So invest that 20% first, no matter what, and then you spend or save later, then you'll be all right. I think 20% from take home, I think many people should be able to do without compromising on their lifestyle, without, many people are saying, I want to enjoy now, I want to do this, do that, without depriving yourself of anything. You can do everything you want and still invest 20%, I think. So once you do that, and once you have that system in place, then only you can answer how to know if I can afford a phone, car or bike. So suppose it's a phone, or suppose it's a bike, or let's say something, not an expensive bike, but let's say just a Activa or something like that. If you can buy that from your salary by just saving a portion of your salary, that 30% I told you, by saving a portion of your salary for a few months, let's say 6 months, you are after saving it for 6 months, if you are able to buy that phone or a bike without taking a loan, then go ahead and buy it. But whatever you do, that 20% investment should not be touched. That's one way to define it. If you think that the purchase is slightly heavy, for example, a car, and it's an expensive car or an expensive bike, you just can't save from your salary. It will take 1 or 2 years if you do that. If you think you can't wait for that long, then buy it with a loan, but make sure even with the EMI running, you should be able to still invest that 20%. If you can manage that, then buy the product with a loan. There's no need to overthink this. There's no need to deprive yourself. There's no need to delay anything. Just ensure, quite simple, if X is your EPF contribution, if X is your NPS contribution, 2X you should invest in the stock market, invest in equity every month. Roughly I've taken this as 20% of take home. That's just a approximate measurement. Whatever you do, this 2X investment or 20% should continue. If you can continue this 20% investment, save a little bit from your salary for a few months and buy that phone or a bike, buy it without a loan. If you can, or if it is a big purchase and you want it immediately, then take the loan, but ensure that even with the EMI running, you should be able to invest that 20% and still spend for basic needs and so on without any problem. That is as simple as that. I hope this thumb rule is simple to understand. If you have any questions on this, please let me know. I'll catch you again later. Thank you as always for watching.